Yo, what's going on, guys? It is Mason here, back with another video. Today we are doing the Premier League 2021-22 season of this Premier League. Obviously, I am going to predict who will get 20th, 19th, 18th. You know what the memo is, basically, and who will get top four. This is based on my opinion, guys, so if you are, for example, Tottenham, Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, Leicester, or Manchester United fan as I am, do not get mad with me, because this is based on my opinion and what I feel like your club has the players or the manager depth to do it. So let's just get straight onto it. So first up, we have got in 20th place, we have got Brentford. Now, I don't mind Brentford. I'm glad they're in the Premier League, because you know what? They did well. They went from failing in the playoffs final in the Championship to getting into the Premier League. And I'm very happy for you guys. You are an absolute underdogs, and I'm glad you got to the Premier League. I don't think it will be a success for you. I feel like you will struggle mainly. I feel like you will get a couple wins, maybe a few wins, probably from the likes of Newcastle, Norwich, and maybe Watford, and maybe Palace. But I feel like you're not good enough to stay up, in my opinion, and I feel like you will struggle the most. So, yeah, you will definitely get 20th for me personally. Now, 19th place, in my opinion, I feel like this team will get 19th, and I feel like they just won't survive again. And it is going to be Norwich City. Now, a lot of people will say, why Norwich? Again, they've improved their squad. For me personally, they are kind of the team, they are a championship style team, in my opinion. They can do well in the championship. They know that. They can do very well. We've seen it. But in my opinion, I don't think they will survive. I will be going to watch, hopefully, Manchester United versus Norwich in Carrow Road, because I live near Norwich. And I feel like if I watch that game closely, and I feel like the manager, he's got a style, I get that. He just needs a proper defence and maybe a better striker. Because Timo Pukki, he fails a lot in the Premier League as much as he's good in the Championship. In the Premier League, he's underwhelming. And the defence, really, Max Aaron's a good player, but Tim Coy's experience, and obviously Gunn, they've got the midfield, they've got Billy Gilmore, they've got Cantwell, obviously Sol Benuda, whatever his name is, from Villa. But I feel like this isn't going to be good enough for Norwich, so 19th for Norwich City. Right, next up, a lot of people are going to be very shocked that I put this team very, very low, and they put this in relegation, and I'm going to put Burnley in relegation. People will say, why do you always say, I personally said Burnley would survive last season. I got really most of my prediction right with the relegation, except for 20th, because I said Newcastle would get relegated, but they didn't. I personally think Burnley will not survive. I feel like this will be their first relegation in years. I feel like Sean Dyche will not survive. He has not got players in that team that's good enough. Chris Wood, Rodriguez, they're okay. McNeil, okay. But again, okay players. The only player I think is really decent is Pope, and I don't think he can just carry that defence all season. They don't get really good players in the team, which is not his fault, but you need better players, personally, Burnley. And I feel like he might survive, but I feel like he might just get relegated, in my opinion. It will be a close relegation, but I feel like Burnley will get 18th place. Right, next up, 17th place. We're going to get straight to the point. It's going to be Crystal Palace. I still think Palace will be involved. They always are involved with a relegation fight. And personally, in my opinion, they are going to be in a relegation fight. Really, to be honest, Patrick Vieira was the wrong choice. I don't think he'll do well. I think he'll get sacked by January or Christmas time. I think they'll be bringing the likes of Eddie Howe or Frank Lampard in the team, and I think they'll just survive with the job. That's just my opinion, and if I get this wrong, then go on then, have a go at me. I'm not doing any challenges, I'm not the Irish guy, but in my opinion, I just don't think Palace will get relegated. They are a typical relegation battle team, so yeah, I feel like this will be Palace's relegation fight, but they will just survive. 16th, I have gone with Watford. I think Watford experientially will survive this. I have a feeling they could just survive this, to be fair. They've got the experience in the Premier League more than Brentford. Personally, I feel like they will do well. I think some people will put Watford, Norwich and Brentford in that relegation. But I just feel like Watford will do something enough to survive. And I feel like they will be in a little bit of a relegation battle. But I think they'll just be good enough. And I'm looking forward to Ben Foster having his GoPro in the Premier League now. It's going to be brilliant. But yeah, Watford in 16th. Right, next up is 15th place, and I've gone with Brighton at 15th. I feel like Brighton will still get the mid-table position. They always do. I think Graham Potter is a good manager. I can see what he's trying to do with Brighton. I think they will a little bit struggle with Ben White going, but if they get the right replacement, that'd be brilliant. I still think they're good enough. I don't think they will get relegated because the manager has done very well with the squad. Even if Ben White's gone. And I feel like 15th is the right option. In my opinion, I think they will get 15th. So, that is my opinion. 14th place. Now, this is probably going to be the biggest shock of all. I have gone with Wolves at 14th place. Some people are going to get really mad with me because people are going to say Wolves are probably going to finish like 9th or 10th or 8th place. Hear me out. The manager that helped you to get Europa League with this brilliant squad, Nuno, is gone to Tottenham. You sold your best keeper, Roy Patricio. Ruben Neves is probably going to go in the summer anyway. João Moutinho is getting a bit old. He's probably a decent player. And really, you're selling most of your good players. I mean, Jimenez is back. But besides Jimenez and João Moutinho, I don't see any reason why they will get 7th place, mid-table position again. I mean, I don't know what Wolves are going to do because they didn't get Europa League spot last season. So I feel like they will be in a mid-table position. So I think they are going to deteriorate very slowly. So I think 14th place. 13th, in my opinion, I think Southampton will get 13th. I think Southampton will do a little bit better than the season. Don't get me wrong, I know that they got 16th and it wasn't a great thing, but I just felt like they will turn it around somehow this season. In 13th, look, great team. They've got a potential. I honestly think they've got potential to do something mid-table-ish. They've done it before with Poch, so they could turn it around. That'd be brilliant. But I feel like 13th is a good position for them personally, and it would be pretty sweet for them. So definitely 13th for Southampton. 12th place, very interesting. I've gone with Newcastle at 12th place. Quick and simple, to be fair. I think Newcastle, again, just like Southampton, they've got the squad-ish. They just need to get a better defence, really, in my opinion. It's not... I mean, your attack looks pretty decent with Wilson, looks pretty decent. Joe Lynn's crap. Say Maximin's one of your talented players in there. You know, you just need to try and get a few more players now. I know your owners are very bad from what I've heard, and obviously Manchester United and Newcastle should have a cup of tea together, basically, but I feel like you will get 12th. I think it'll just be a normal season for Newcastle United, so 12th place for them. 11th place, and I know these fans will definitely get mad. It's going to be Everton at 11. Look, you have got potential to be a mid-table club. I think you could do it. But with Rafa Benitez, I like Rafa, but so far from what I'm looking at the signees, it doesn't look like a magnificent signing. You got Townsend and Gray. Like, they are two shit footballers in the Premier League. Gray's not even scored over 20 goals for Leicester. He was poor. And he didn't do nothing for Leverkusen. And then Townsend, I think from Palace or Southampton. I don't know which Townsend, and they're both average, to be fair. So I don't get the signings, to be fair. And I heard James Rodriguez, if he has a beard, he'll go. So there's some talent loose in there. The midfield's great. The attack's good. Will they do well, though? I don't know, to be honest, but I feel like they will get 11th, in my opinion. 10th place, in my opinion, I think Leeds United will get 10th. yeah, Leeds United, I think, will get 10th. Look, I don't like Leeds, I can be honest. I'm glad we're kind of facing them in the first game, because they are a really good coach. They have got a really good coach, so us facing Manchester United facing a good coach side is great for us personally. They are a good side to play, but in my opinion, they just need to add that little bit of oomph into the squad, and I think they will be good. They just need to add a little bit extra players in there, but the players, you know, they have got great players though, so I think they will get 10th. I don't think they'll get Europa League spot or the fucking new fucking UEFA competitions, but I feel like they will get 10th place. 9th place, I think Villa will get 9th place. I know some people say Villa will go higher if like 12 or 11 if Jack Grealish gets sold. Hear me out. I know Jack Grealish is going to get sold. If he does, that's a big moment, bad moment. But in my opinion, I still think they're good enough to get 9th place. Leon Bailey, who they just signed, I believe, from Leverkusen's a talented left mid. I think he's going to be great for them. Benuda from Norwich, I can't pronounce his name right. He was great for Norwich City. Obviously, in the Premier League, he was our best player personally. Obviously, I watched Norwich because they are kind of my hometown a little bit, so I watch them every so often, and he was a great player. So, they've got a good midfield. They just need to improve that. I think Mings is great. I think they have got a good enough squad to play it fair. It's got 9th, so yeah, I think 9th place for them. 8th place, in my opinion, I think it will go to Arsenal. I know some people are going to get way pissed with my prediction with Arsenal, because that's the same position as last season. Look, I'm not bantering Arsenal. I'm not actually doing this to piss you off. That is actually what I think you will finish. In my opinion, Arsenal, they need to do well. They need to do well. Like, come on, Arsenal. This is your chance. You need to do this. You need to literally get in Europa League, because you don't get in Europa League or any fucking UEFA competition, something bad's going to happen. Like, you got 8th place. You got Ben White. Like, listen, I like Ben White. He's a good player, but 50 million is way overpriced. The other 2 transfers, I never heard of them. So, I know it's the owners, but the manager also needs to improve too. And if you get James Maddison, good, but you still need to fix that defence. So, I think Arsenal will just get 8th. I don't think they will get any UEFA competition place. 7th place, in my opinion, will be West Ham. I think if you don't sell Declan Rice, you might actually do maybe a little bit better. I'm not too sure yet. I don't think Declan Rice will go, to be fair, because the price. I've seen the transfers you got. Areola as goalkeeper, very underrated in my opinion. He did really well with Fulham. It was just unlucky he got relegated. So I think that's a big signing so far for West Ham personally. You can have Jay Lings back if you want, to be fair, but I don't know if that will happen. But I think West Ham will do well. I think, yeah, people will say that was a one-season wonder getting, 6th place, but I still think you will do something. I think you still will get 7th and into the UEFA's competition. Don't think you'll get in Europa League, don't think you'll get in the Champions League, but you still will be in that. And after what I see last season, I think they could do the same this season, so we'll just have to see. But 7th place for me personally is West Ham. 6th place, in my opinion, I think it will be Spurs getting 6th place. I think they will struggle a little bit if they sell Kane, but I still think they'll get 6th. I still feel like Tottenham will do something 6th this season. I doubt. To be honest, people will say West Ham 6, Tottenham 7. I feel like Tottenham will just do something better. If I'm wrong, fair enough. Like, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. This is just a prediction, really. But in my opinion, I feel like Tottenham will do something right. In my opinion, and I feel like they will do something really good. So, in my opinion, I think Tottenham will get 6th place. In my opinion. So, we're nearly at top 4, guys. So, 5th place, in my opinion, I think it will be Leicester again, because this has been 2 seasons. It could be 3rd time lucky, it could be not. But I think Leicester, look, they've got a good enough squad, but in my opinion, I feel like they are going to get 5th again. I just don't think they will get 4th. any injuries like what happened last season or the season before that, and they can collapse any easily, and they've done it 2 seasons in a row when they've collapsed 4th. Like 5th is good because obviously before, when you had Brendan Rodgers, you were 8th and 9th after you won the league title, but now you're getting at least Europa League, which is better. But I know some of the fans are not happy with that, but I still think they will get 5th. I just think they'll jinx 4th again, in my opinion. Right, top 4 predictions, in my opinion. So, 4th place, in my opinion, and a lot of people will be probably not happy with my opinion. I've actually gone with Liverpool. Now, I'm not doing this because I hate Liverpool. I just feel like Liverpool, look, congrats, you did well at the end, you come back and you got top 3. I'll say that to you right now. But in my opinion, I just don't see you getting 3rd or 2nd. In my opinion, I know you got Van Dijk back, Konate, but I think Van Dijk will look a little bit rusty from the first few months. He'll probably get a thing. Konate, I'm not too sure yet about him. Trent and Arnold, obviously Trent just got injured. I think it could be a rocky start. I still think you'll get top 4, don't get me wrong. I still think you will get top 4. But I have that feeling, I feel like Liverpool are just going to struggle this season in terms of the Premier League in 4th. But they will get 4th, I feel like they will get 4th. I still think Firmino and Mane will kind of struggle a little bit, but Salah will kind of help the team a little bit. And I think Thiago will also kind of collapse again this season. So, yeah, I think Liverpool 4th place. Right, 3rd place in my opinion. I think Manchester United will get 3rd. I know a lot of people saying Manchester United will challenge for the title. I do not see that happening one bit as a Manchester United fan. Look, Sancho's great. Varane coming in is very good, but I still think we won't get a midfield that we properly need. We still need a midfielder so badly. I still think Solskjaer will make the stupid choices for the first 2 months, like Rashford's out for 2 months. I feel like he'll put Pogba on the left mid and still play McFred. And even if Pogba is fit, we'll put Pogba in the midfield. And even if we got a new midfield like Camavinga, or if we got Donny still there, we'll still play the likes of Fred and McTominay. And play Rashford on left mid, even though he's just come back from injury. I think that the poor decisions we've made last season, we nearly jinxed 2nd to Liverpool, who were 3rd. So, in my opinion, we're going to make those poor choices again, personally. And I know all the inners will have a go at me saying, Ole makes the best fucking choices, what you on about? Hear me out, I'm an Ole Hour. It's your opinion, but in my opinion, he makes dumb choices, and he does a lot. Let's be real, he makes loads of poor choices. That can cost us the game. And I'm sorry, but he has to rely on individual brilliance. And he needs to rotate the squad. And I feel like he won't rotate those squads. So then the players will get tired like they did in February and March. And that will happen. So, yeah, I feel like Manchester United will get 3rd. I still think they won't get big title challengers, in my opinion. 2nd place, we've made it to the last 2. And in my opinion, this is going to be shocking because people are going to predict this team to get 1st. I think Man City will get 2nd. Listen, hear me out. I know there's a charity game going on against Man City Leicester, but in my opinion, I feel like Manchester City are going to kind of collapse a little bit in this season. I think they'll still be contenders for the titles, but they will collapse. And I feel like with that UCL final, they want to. I feel like they'll try and focus more on the UCL now they've had that loss in the final, and they don't care because they've won the Premier League now quite a lot. I still think they'll do win the Premier League, but I just feel like they will kind of collapse in the last few months, in my opinion. I feel like they just won't win it, in my opinion. So, in my prediction, Man City to get 2nd place. Right, 1st place, and a lot of people are going to be shocked. I predicted Chelsea to win the league this year. Reason why I feel like Chelsea won the league, I feel like they will have another good transfer. They're going to get Koundé. I believe they're near close to getting Koundé. They just need to get a new striker. But I still think even with a striker, they have the potential. And I feel like they've got a good enough squad. And their managers proved themselves right to win the Premier League. This is the season for Chelsea, in my opinion. They've won the Champions League final. Tuchel's won that in 3 or 4 months in his Chelsea career. So if he can win that, he could definitely win the Premier League and he's had the first 4 months. He got 4th place. I think he got 4th. Yeah, he got 4th, but he can definitely win it. I feel like he will get first. And I know a lot of people say Man City and Liverpool would be the favourites to win at Manchester United, but people are underestimating Chelsea. They have got the squad. They've got the midfield. They've got the defence. Really, they've shown they've got the proper defence in a big match like in the Championship final. They just need that striker. They've got the right wing. They've got the left wing. They've got a good enough squad to win the league. And I don't care what anyone says. I think Chelsea will win the league. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Do remember, it is my prediction, in my opinion too. So do not get any mad with me if I put your team 8th, 9th, or whatever on the low position, or even relegation, because this is my opinion. Leave a comment down below and maybe tell me what your prediction is on the comment tile. Hit that like, hit that sub button, and until then, I will see you all later. Bye for now.